In 2020, Apple made a decision that reshaped modern computing. They walked away from Intel. For 15 years, Intel powered every Mac. Then, almost overnight, Apple replaced everything with its own chips built on an architecture the PC industry had dismissed for decades. Longer battery life, lower heat, higher sustained performance, and a chip so efficient it made the old rules of personal computing obsolete. This is the story of Apple Silicon, the secret project that turned laptops into supercomputers, blindsided the semiconductor industry, and changed the direction of computing itself. The problem with Intel. To understand why Apple abandoned Intel, you have to look at the state of Intel in the 2010 seconds. For decades, Intel's rhythm was predictable. A steady cadence known as tick-tock shrink the process, then improve the architecture. Every year, the chips got faster, cooler, more efficient. Then the rhythm broke, manufacturing delays piled up. The 10-nanometer transition slipped again and again. Thermals worsened, clock speeds rose, but sustained performance fell. MacBooks overheated, throttled, and drained battery far too quickly. Inside Apple, engineers were designing world-class hardware, only to watch it bend around Intel's heat and power limits. The frustration was simple. Intel couldn't deliver the future Apple wanted, and Apple would not wait. The rise of ARM, and why it changed everything. While Intel struggled, another architecture quietly took over the world: ARM. Unlike Intel's x86, ARM was built on a principle called RISC, reduced instruction set computing. Simpler instructions, lower power draw, higher efficiency. It wasn't designed to win benchmarks. It was designed to scale from tiny embedded devices to smartphones, tablets, and eventually, full computers. And Apple had an advantage no one else did. For more than a decade, their A-series chips powering the iPhone and iPad were ARM designs, refined to perfection. Year after year, Apple's mobile chips began matching, then surpassing, laptop-class Intel CPUs in single-core performance. Inside Apple, an idea began to take shape. If an iPhone chip can outperform an Intel laptop chip, why shouldn't it power a Mac? Project Kalamata, Apple's secret plan. In 2014, Apple launched a classified internal initiative, Project Kalamata. The goal wasn't to build a faster phone chip. It was to build a desktop-class processor, one chip that could unify CPU, GPU, machine learning accelerators, media engines, and security systems into a single piece of silicon, a complete SoC for the Mac. This required more than design. It required manufacturing on the very edge of physics, and Apple had the perfect partner: TSMC, the world's most advanced semiconductor foundry. Kalamata chips would be built on cutting-edge 5-nanometer technology, years ahead of Intel. Apple's vision became clear. If they controlled the architecture, the software, and the silicon, they could build computers Intel could never match. The M1 launch an industry shockwave. When Apple introduced the M1 chip in November 2020, the numbers seemed impossible. A fanless MacBook Air outperforming Intel's high-end laptops. A MacBook Pro that could edit 4K video without spinning up the fans. Battery life that doubled overnight. Reviewers assumed Apple was exaggerating, until they tested it. The secret was Apple's unified memory architecture, a pool of high-bandwidth memory shared across the CPU, GPU, machine learning accelerators, and media engines. No bottlenecks, no wasted power. The M1 didn't just run fast, it ran fast sustainably. It was the first time in modern computing history that a low-power ARM chip didn't just compete with traditional laptop processors, it dominated them. Intel had no immediate answer. The unraveling of Intel's Mac era. Apple's decision sent shockwaves through the industry. Intel hadn't just lost a customer, they lost a public benchmark, a direct comparison that millions of users could feel in their hands. Laptops with spinning fans, thermal throttling, and modest battery life now sat next to silent MacBooks with 20 hours of runtime and desktop-class performance. Intel's manufacturing delays, power consumption issues, and architectural stagnation became impossible to ignore. The contrast wasn't subtle. It was a gap measured in years. The emergence of the Apple Silicon ecosystem. M1 was only the beginning. M1 Pro brought workstation-level performance to a laptop. M1 Max pushed GPU cores to unprecedented levels. M1 Ultra stitched two chips together into a single, massive die. Then came M2, M3, and beyond, each generation more efficient, more powerful, and more tightly integrated with macOS. Behind it all, TSMC kept shrinking transistors, giving Apple the most advanced manufacturing nodes on Earth. For the first time, a major PC company controlled the entire computing stack: hardware, operating system, development tools, and the silicon itself. This is Apple's real advantage, not just fast chips, but a complete vertical ecosystem no competitor can replicate. The world shifts toward ARM. Apple's move started a global realignment. AWS built Graviton ARM-based servers that reduce power consumption at massive scale. NVIDIA created Grace, an ARM CPU designed for AI workloads. Qualcomm developed Snapdragon X Elite to challenge Intel notebooks. Microsoft re-architected Windows to support ARM laptops. Apple didn't just move the Mac to ARM, they pushed the entire computing industry toward a different future, one where efficiency, not raw clock speed, defines progress. The AI future, where Apple is headed. The next era of Apple Silicon isn't about CPU benchmarks, it's about AI. Each generation of Apple Silicon brings a more powerful neural engine built for on-device language models, real-time video processing, and intelligent applications that don't require cloud servers. As TSMC moves toward 3nm and 2nm manufacturing, Apple gains even more efficiency headroom. The future Mac isn't just a computer, it's an AI system running locally, privately, and at a fraction of the power of a GPU workstation. Apple's strategy is clear. The next decade of computing will be defined by intelligence and efficiency, and Apple wants to control both. A new blueprint for computing. Apple Silicon wasn't a processor transition. It was a declaration, a signal that the era of hot, power-hungry laptop chips was over. A shift from x86 legacy design toward a unified, efficient architecture built for the next generation of computing. Today, the Mac is faster, quieter, cooler, and more efficient than ever before, and the rest of the industry is racing to catch up. Apple didn't just replace Intel. They replaced the direction of the entire PC world. Apple Silicon is no longer just a chip. It's the blueprint for the future of personal computing.